Between work, school pickups, soccer practice, music lessons, you're becoming the person that gets no time. Let me know if you're a person that kind of can relate with that, because I can. I pick up and drop off my kids. I try to do as much as I can work-wise, especially on the internet here, and training clients, and now finding more time to work out. It seriously feels impossible. Like, it's not the way I want it to happen. It's not the way I want to work out. It's not the way I ever picture myself working out. Right? I do 3-4 days a week of strength training, making sure I have my proper rest, my proper numbers, getting the lifts up, getting everything going. And now I don't even got time to go take a dump in peace. If this sounds like you, well then hang on out and welcome to the Strong Enough podcast. My name is Coach Pete. I am a person that deals with thousands and have helped thousands of people find fitness and bring back fitness, not only help them find fitness inside their life, but bring them back to being fit again, living again, and just living the fitness lifestyle. Guys, this is episode number 3. Where we're going to talk about having no time while also trying to work out with having a full-time job and kids, and maybe that's the name of the podcast that I'm going to put it out there. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I know if you're listening to this, you're a parent that just feels like they have no time. I just got off the phone with my friend. He worked out with me back in New Jersey, Jets fan. It was back in the day. We talked about financial stuff, like Roth IRAs and funds and whatever else that I don't know much about, but do my best to maybe interest myself enough to make sure I do the right things for my family. But he was talking about, he drives, so he lives in, I don't want to say the town, Homedale, right, which is pretty much down the shore. And he works all the way up in, let's say we're near like Whippany, where the Jets play. So that's like hour and a half, 2 hour drive, maybe with traffic, maybe a little more, every day for the past year. Right? Every day for the past year, that's his commute. Probably 3 hours plus of just commuting. Not even working, not even take care of his brand new 1-year-old. His kid just turned 1 today. Happy birthday. That's not even fake. That's not even a lie. That's real. Just had his birthday. Just turned 1. Has a wife. So he's trying to be a father, be a provider. At the same time, he wants to be fit. But he sees there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Right? When you sit in that amount of traffic, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And it's the same thing with people that work in the city. Right? People that work from New Jersey and they work in New York City, they have that same commute. It's a hustle and bustle area, and it's very difficult to do so. You have to be either very regimented and stick to your like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. workout in order to get into the city. Like, I would have people that came from Pennsylvania. They would drive from Pennsylvania, right, to Crank, work out, go into Jersey City or maybe the city to shower at their other gym, and then go work in the wonderful financial district of New York, and then come back home. And that was their life. They're that regimented, but they didn't have a brand new baby. They weren't married only 1 year. They have their system, they have their life, and that's kind of how they systemized it around it. But for someone like who I'm talking about, it's really unreasonable, or it's very difficult to find that time, especially when your family's more important, your drive and your job is more important than you, and you're always going to put yourself on the back seat, right? And we always feel like there's no time. Workouts feel like a burden instead of part of your life. But the main thing, the difference here, and if I was to talk to him now in a non-professional setting, I'll tell him, yo, brother, like this, you got to shift your mindset, right? You have to take stop thinking about the things you can't do and try to find the time that you can do something. It's not going to be the same, right? Just like an intro when I talked about, it's not going to be the same. Workouts are never going to be the same from here on out until you drop one of those responsibilities. Right? It's not going to be the same. You're not going to get a good warm-up with a nice bench and accessory work and a little finisher at the end and be able to hang out and talk later with the people inside the gym. It's not going to happen. But what is it that you can do within a few minutes of your day, multiple times throughout the day? Maybe it's stopping, and I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna text him today with a little plan. Like, hey, I know you didn't. Like, right after this, I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna say, listen, I know you are having trouble finding time to work, but how do we just get you started? Maybe doing 10 push-ups on your lunch break, 15 push-ups, 3 sets maybe. You know, how do we swing that momentum towards the positive rather than thinking about the negative? And that's the mindset change. The next thing you can do is what the people from the 5 a.m. I was talking about, the people from New York City, the non-negotiable time. It's a non-negotiable 5 a.m. class. They're showing up, right? 4, maybe 5 days a week. Showing up at 5 a.m. Like clockwork. Like, I know there's like 2 times that my alarm didn't go off and I missed, and they were the ones that texted me. Because that's how much they care about their fitness, that's how much they care about me, right, as a person, to make sure I'm okay. But at the same time, it's a non-negotiable time for them to do so. Maybe finding that time for you. And it doesn't have to be 60 minutes. It doesn't have to be 30. It could be 15. It could be 10. Something that is like, eat your lunch a little faster so you can do a little bit of a workout during your lunch break. And a lot of people think, oh man, that's stupid. But yeah, it is. It is. It's not at all the way life is supposed to be. But we have to be prepared for randomized variables, or variable, what's the word? You have to, for variable change. Right? You got to be prepared for variable change. It's no matter what happens, you got to plan it, and make sure that's a non-negotiable time. But life does happen, and there's going to be a change. You got to be prepared for that. But if you just say, I don't have time to do this, and you keep talking about the negative things that you cannot control, what are the things you can control? What are the things you can schedule? And what's a thing that you can lock in today to make sure that you do something for yourself today? Whether it's push-ups, squats, going for a walk, taking the stairs. Move more. And that would be the third one for me, is if you can't fathom a non-negotiable, or if you don't believe in just doing 3 sets of 10 counts as something, well then just move more. Do the little stupid things that you thought 10 years ago were so dumb. Like, take more stairs. Don't take the elevator. I don't care if you live on the 13th, or you work on the 13th floor or 14th floor. I don't think there's such thing as 13th floor anymore. People always take that off. But if it is, then take it to the 8th and walk to the 8th to the 13th. You know, you don't have to take the whole staircase if it's that much, but if you work on like the 3rd floor, why not just walk the 3 steps? When you go to Target or when you go to the supermarket, why do you fight so far for the one spot that's in the front when there's 1,000 spots all the way at the end? Not only is it great that it's all the way at the end, but no motherfucker's gonna touch your car. No door's gonna scratch it. No one's gonna hit it by accident. It's by itself on fucking your island, right? It's called Walkaway Island. And you can walk to the store. Now carry all the stuff in your hands. You got a pretty decent, good workout. And studies have shown that more daily activity counts more than just your workout. So in order to lose weight, it's not just about what you do at the gym. It's just not about it. What matters is the NEAT, the non-exercise expenditure activity. Making sure activity. So making sure you move more. Are you walking around the house? You sit at a desk all day? Well, then get up every half hour and start moving. Little things like that little things like that count, right? It adds up to the steps throughout your day. And I always have this, right? I don't use this for anything else. I don't care if anyone calls or texts me. I should shut that off. I just want to know how many steps I get per day. Right now, my goal is 12,000 per day. You let me know if you do a step count. What's yours? Comment down below if we're on YouTube. If not, message me. I'd love to know where your goals are at. Like, where is it at? And you got to reframe your work. And reframing is a huge word that we're going to use now. Right? You have to reframe that I have to work out because of this, or I want to lose weight because I don't know. You want to work out because you want more energy for your kids. You want to work out because you want to be able to play baseball with them. You want to play tag with them. You want to be able to run, play catch. You want to be active inside their life. You want to work out because when you gotta travel, they're gonna look up to someone that's, whoa, dad's working out still, even on vacation. Mom's working out on vacation. She took her time out just to go for a walk, making sure we walk. She's doing push-ups. Look at mom do push-ups. Look at fucking mom do push-ups. Nothing makes me happier than watching a woman do push-ups. Like real, full, solid push-up, because it shows you did the work. It shows you have a lot of strength, and it shows you have a lot of dedication, and a lot of self-love for yourself, because you care about yourself that much to do so. So if you're that person, just take a couple steps. If you want to, I have a thing. My website's notimetoworkout.com. I can't remember. Notimetoworkout.com. 10-minute workouts, little excuses that you have in your head. You can fight through it, whatever it is. But definitely, if you need something, check it out, because that's all I want to see you do. Micro sessions do work, right? Micro sessions might not be the all-in-all thing that you want, but it does help. So like I said, once you wake up, do a set of push-ups. At lunch, do a set of push-ups. Use that as a trigger. Every time you eat something, do a set of push-ups. Not as a punishment, but as a trigger that you're doing some exercise, stacking up those wins. Right, in the last episode, why am I talking that? We talked about stacking up the wins, loading up the bases, getting on base. Right, it's the same thing. Every time you do a set of push-ups, man on first. Another set of push-ups, another set of squats, man on first and second. Right? Out of nowhere, that momentum took you. You ended up walking during lunch. Boom, home run, scored. 3 people on base, score. 3-0. Stack up your wins and celebrate them. Don't downplay them. I know a lot of people downplay their shit. A lot of people downplay all the success they have, and that's why they keep searching for this empty nothing. Because they don't celebrate what they achieved, what they did, or give themselves any credit. Don't be that person. If you want to talk, let's talk. You know where to find me, I'm here. Message me on Instagram, let's talk. So let's fucking talk. You want to work with me even more? Let's talk. I would love to help you find your way. All right, I'll see you guys later. I got to go to a new interview podcast. So next podcast will be an interview. Interviewing a friend, someone that's in the system, lost a lot of weight. She did take GLP as well. So it's interesting to talk about. Right? If you're into this stuff and you really want to learn more, hear a different opinion on it, well then, subscribe to the podcast. I'll see you next week, usually on a Tuesday, and have a great, fantastic day, morning, night. All right? Peace out, everyone, from the Strong on the Podcast. My name is Coach Pete. Peace out, everybody.